As Miranda wakes from her slumber and she begins to scream, you guys can see the horror peering out of the sands as skeletal hands start to rise. Slowly, an arm comes out, a leg comes out of another hole, and the skull starts, as the sand rolls down, its shiny bone in the morning sun. You see Riker as his face in horror looks, and you just hear him say, "Not again." As you guys all stare. Now roll initiative.
Yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my short bow and try to pop him in his skull as he's coming up.
Copy. Go ahead.
Advantage or no advantage?
Yes, advantage. Mm-hmm.
Your first one was much better than that.
Yeah. 12.
12. You miss. So you see the arrow just whistle off into the trees, into the distance, splinter.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. All right. So 14. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as it lands, like it just barely pulls out of the ground, out of the way, as the fire just lands. You see the sand kind of spraying up everywhere, and as it kind of pilfers down, the skeleton starts to walk out, just grimacing towards you. All right, Dawn, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna first shut up. Are we running or are we fighting? And then I'm gonna hold position and do produce flame and just hurl it at, just say that guy.
Okay. All right. Roll away.
Let's see. With the advantage. Right now?
Yes, that is correct.
16.
16, you hit. Roll your damage. 7, good job. So you just kind of, the fire, and it just sinks onto it, and it lights it on fire, but like it's almost like Terminator, you know, it's just unfazed, and it's just kind of on fire, but it's moving towards you.
I may have made it worse.
Dima.
Dima's gonna grab one of the logs that's like on fire from the campfire, but not on the on fire end, on the safe end. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and smack this one
Okay.
upside the head.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 7.
7. All right. So you kind of grab a log and you start charging the fire, just running as you're look like you're Olympic runner with carrying the torch, and you swing you step and kind of twist your ankle a little bit in the sand, and it just barely misses the skeleton's face.
Excellent.
If it had a facial muscle structure, it'd probably look at you like you could just sense the like, haha, you missed.
Stay back!
All right, Doro.
And I'm gonna just point my rapier at it. Go, you dare to attack me? You don't have the guts. And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
I get it.
Copy. He got a 1.
I
Not a
know.
nat 1.
He takes 1 point of psychic damage. But he has disadvantage on their next attack roll before the end of its next turn.
So this guy here, disadvantage,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right, copy.
And then I'm going to... Where is Dawn? Dawn's in the back. Okay. Alright, that looks tanky. I'm gonna hide behind Miranda.
Yeah, go ahead. She will leave you to go hit things.
You all of a sudden you see Miranda pull out her mace, and she just looks at you as you're running past, and it's just like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden she casts Blessed, and you guys are all blessed. Okay, now we're back at the top of the round. The enemy goes first. So, all right. So this one moves up to Riker.
Oh
Sorry. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'm sorry, Riker.
no.
4 hit points. It just kind of walks, and it's on fire and on flames, and it just sees you, and just its mouth just kind of chittering, and just swings across and just nails you right across your left shoulder. All right. 30. Nat 20. Nat 20 funny on my own character. Here we go.
That's why I didn't move away from the boat, because I was like,
Alright, she's rolling DC wisdom save, which she succeeds. So she's not frightened, but she does take double damage. So, alright. As soon as Miranda casts Bless, the skeleton just runs up to her and pulls out this dagger, and it literally just sinks into her shoulder, and she lets out this yelp, dropping her mace to the ground. But she staggers back a little bit, just repelling from the stab. All right, this one is just going to turn to Dima. This one attacks at a disadvantage, right, Chris?
Yes.
All right. So it's 14.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 hit points. It brings out his blade and just swoops across. Alright. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. To Splinter. Nat 20.
What are you doing to us?
they're skeletons.
Weakening slash. So it caused normal damage, which is 8 hit points.
What?
Because it's a 1d6 plus 2.
Sorry.
And then now you also deal half damage on your next melee attack.
If I have a next attack, I'm down.
What are you at now?
I'm at -1.
Alright, roll Constitution saving throw.
15.
Alright, the blow is so intense it knocks the wind out of you. You can feel the blade kind of sink right below your rib cage, just barely missing your heart. You stagger back, but you don't go unconscious. You're just standing there as the skeleton. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. Dawn. 21.
Okay, well, cool.
Alright. 3 hit points. Okay. The other one in the back stands and just stares like lifeless, motionless, staring at everyone. Alright, it is now top of the round. Splinter and Riker again. You guys are tied, which means you can either team up or not.
Want me to go? You go.
You go.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn towards my guy that hit me and return the favor with my sword across his melon. 18.
You hit. Roll your damage.
9.
9.
So as he hit me, I turned towards him and right at the eyes.
Alright. Yeah, you feel the crunch as the sword just sinks through, just and just the top of the skull just kind of goes flying off, and it falls to its knees, like still trying to, almost like you hit its nerve stem, even though it doesn't have one. You're just like trying, and just falls to pieces on to the ground. All right, Splinter.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Copy.
That is 3 HP, so I'm up to 3.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is it? Yeah, it is. That's okay. And then I'm going to use Raven's Fury and attack with my hand axe the skelly in front of me.
Okay.
So
Roll your attack.
it's 15.
15, you hit. Roll your damage.
Yes. Doing something. All right. 6 plus 4.
4. All right.
Points of damage.
So you kind of take a step back, you heal yourself, you feel the wound close, and you feel like your life that was starting to escape from you just kind of draws back. You're still weary, and you bring your blade across, nicking one of its rib cages off, and it just kind of falls to the ground, but the skeleton is still standing. Okay, all right, Dawn.
I'm gonna just roundhouse kick the guy in front of me. Hopefully.
Perfect.
It's a 16.
So you hit, roll your damage.
5.
5 hit points? All right. So you spin around and you hit the gnome skeleton, and its face halfway sinks in from the blow, but it's still just standing.
Can I bonus action unarmed strike? And I'm gonna try
Absolutely.
to bring his head down on my knee. See
Okay.
if we can cave that in the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Well, that's like 7.
7?
So.
Okay. All right. You kind of, it's staggering back a little bit. You reach out to grab it and just miss as its head just kind of rocks back and forth. Dima.
Okay, so when the skeleton took its last turn, it hit me for like a lot of damage. So what I would like to do is pretend like it's mortally wounded me and like kind of like and like crunch up in like a ball kind of.
Cradle position.
And then like I'm gonna secretly grab the special skull that we have.
Okay.
From
The crystal skull.
the crystal
Okay.
skull. And I'm gonna like,
One of the
put it
two.
over my face and I'm gonna like go back up and be like
I'm a skeleton too.
0.9.
I'm on your side.
I'm a skeleton too, guys.
Roll a persuasion check.
How much shit's on the persuasion, so that works. 23
What?
25.
23
All right.
plus?
So as
You're gonna
you
get attacked by us.
you kind of stand up, and as you start standing up, all of a sudden you feel this power start to sink into you from the skull. Like this energy is just going into your face, like almost like penetrating, but without the pain. Like you feel the pressure, but no pain. And as it kind of clicks in, all of a sudden you feel this energy blast out, and it hits the skeleton. And as it's standing and staring at you, all of a sudden, like for a brief moment, as your eyes blink, you see a man standing before you in flesh, and then you blink again back to bone, and the skeleton starts running away.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay.
If only I had seen that.
So, okay. All right. Okay. Doro.
I'm gonna look at the one who attacked Miranda, and I'm just gonna be pissed, and I'm just gonna walk at it. I'm gonna be like, "You fuckface." We are the Soulther Guild of the Order of the Raven. We have come across land and sea to fight fell beasts far worse than you. And I'm gonna cast Hex on it with a bonus action.
Okay.
And it's no saving or anything. It's just Hex.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it with my rapier.
All right.
Plus 4 is 13.
13. All right.
Yeah.
You hit. Roll. Yeah.
Oh, plus bless, but
Yeah. 13 hits. So.
Okay, 14
That's what
plus
you wanted.
2 is 16 points of damage. I'm just gonna full off like decapitate it.
All right.
Nice clean.
So you're just heckling away at it, and you kind of just jump in front of Miranda, pushing the arm that had the blade in her chest down, and you just literally it spins for a second, and it just rolls onto the dirt, and the body collapses before you.
Shocked and impressed.
All right. Miranda turns around and she stumbles towards the boat. You can tell she's wounded, and she grabs the boat and she starts trying to push it. She goes, we have to get out of here, and she's pushing it as hard as she possibly can. All right, top of the round, here we go. All right, so this one is running away. 30, okay, and this one moves up to Doro. 8.
Does not hit.
All right. All right.
I just like fencing style, just deflect it.
Splinter and Riker. Go ahead.
Alright.
Individual again.
Yeah, gets their.
Still nothing.
So I'm going to turn to face this guy and try to crack the back of his mail up and she got the front. 16.
Yes,
Okay.
you hit.
Alright, 8.
8.
Hold my sword, I saw that she already cracked it, he kind of comes back up, I just take my pommel right in the base.
All right.
Just finish cracking the
All right. So you just bring it down, and the shatter is right in front of you, Don, and you just kind of see it split down the middle. All right. Next up is Splinter.
I'm gonna go with the hand axe against Skelly.
Okay.
That is a 22.
All right. You hit. Roll your damage.
with 9 points of damage. After getting the rib, I want to come up and like almost like piano keys. Get the rest of the ribs.
Okay. All right. So you just kind of you slice off one rib, and you just kind of spin your sword dagger around, bringing it up, and just and it brings up and it shatters right through the center of the chest, and just breaking away up the skull, split in between. It falls over and is gone. Okay.
And then with the move I have left, I'm gonna get closer to get ready to help push.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Dawn.
So I will also scoot in, and I guess if she's already actively trying to push the boat, I will help out and start pushing the boat back. I just don't want to push it so far that it's gonna.
I gotcha.
people,
Okay.
Obviously, so.
All right. So you start to push. Okay. Dima.
Yeah, we're just gonna move up there and we're gonna mad dog that guy.
All right. Roll.
9.
All right. You just kind of, you come up and you just start like sticking your tongue out and just like, and you just motionless and lifeless, just staring at you. Okay. All right. Doro.
I'm gonna just kind of ignore the one in front of me and look at the one that you're making faces at. Go, you should have stayed in the ground. And I'm gonna pass the hex onto that. And so I get to choose one ability that they have disadvantage on. I'm gonna do wisdom check.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast dissonance whispers on it.
Okay.
16 points of product damage, yeah.
Okay. All right.
11 points, sorry.
So, all right. So you see him kind of stagger back a little bit. You see like his bones start to rot away a little bit, and his hand like forms and crumbles and falls off, but then with an instant just regrows.
Yeah, okay. We're leaving. Yeah. Not that I saw that, but we're leaving.
All right. Top of the round. You.
Be strong.
Good.
Oh no.
That's my problem.
I love
Use your luck.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna use some luck. I'm gonna say that's a 15.
Okay.
Good. 5.
Okay. All right. So you guys just kind of, as you start to push, you push the boat out 10 feet, and Miranda falls down unconscious
Oh my.
into the sand. So
I
you
got
guys
it.
move it out 10 feet. Yep. Or 15 feet, sorry. So, okay. All right. Dawn.
Yeah. I will pick up Miranda as best I can, sling her over my shoulder, and just run into the
Okay.
boat.
All right.
Across
All
the
right.
benches and drop her in.
Roll an athletics check just because you're carrying weight into
okay at
water
those.
for terrain.
19.
Good job.
It's
Yeah.
just 3.
You sling her over the shoulders, you run up and you get her, you just kind of flop her into the boat.
Just put her next to it.
All right. Okay. All right. Dima.
So I'm gonna tap it on the shoulder and then it's gonna like turn around and face me with skull face.
We're
and
both
then
just gonna be like, okay.
All right. All right. Roll your attack.
5 luck.
Okay. All right. So you literally just turn around, you just wham. All right. Unarmed strike. Double damage.
Okay. 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
6.
6. Okay. All right. So you turn around and you literally just bring your head down. As you bring your head down, you feel it smack right into, but there's no blunt force to you. However,
I like that.
as your face sinks into his skull, you all of a sudden feel the life force drain from him into your body. So you gain 6 hit points back.
Dima's gonna turn into a villain here.
So it drains
every one of my
into
characters is
into you, but as you drains into you, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. All right, you hit, and you feel energized, and all of a sudden you just feel like in literally you just the skeleton disintegrates in your hands as you're holding it, and you look up and you look and Doro, as you're staring at Dima, you just see this skull just trying to mangle its way into Dima's face.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to run by Doro to the boat. I'm like, hey.
Can I use my reaction to try to grab Dima?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grapple Dima.
Okay.
Okay. Go for it.
What is going on? What are you doing?
Grapple's competitive, right? So you
Yeah.
will roll. Yes.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you win.
Okay, she's grappled. That's my reaction.
All right, so yeah, you all of a sudden you're pushing and you see Dima come running up to the boat, and you Splinter, you're immediately like, because like you just see her face just go, and all of a sudden as she's looking at you and she tells she's exhausted, you just see Doro just tackle her and she just pulls her into the water. They're splashing on the turf right there, rolling around. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try to wrench the skeleton skull off Dima's face.
You're gonna grab the skull?
Yeah,
No.
and I'm just gonna be like, this is not who you are, and just like, ah!
All right, so you're gonna let her go and grab the skull with both hands.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
The skull that's freezing to my face.
No, but yes.
I just look at that's the cool thing.
Alright.
It really doesn't look cool. It looks like it's going to be a big problem.
Is it a problem
It's
or a
just melts into
blessing?
your face.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I
She's
don't
gonna
want
steal
to
all your
absorb
life
you.
force.
That's a 9.
A 9. You start to grab, and as you pull, all of a sudden you feel your hands start to burn, and the energy from you gets absorbed out. You get 8 hit points, or unless you're at max,
I'm at max.
and you lose 8 hit points. But
I'm at
as
0.
as it's drawing back, you notice that 2 of your fingers on your right hand are being evaporated by acid that's pouring out from the skull. You feel just it as you're just burning. Is it burning your hands? All right, roll Constitution saving throw, Doro. This is just to make sure
Oh, you
you're
guys
still
are fine.
conscious.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
2. All right, Doro, you just pass out.
Yeah.
I told you, don't touch it.
You didn't tell me.
All right.
It's a
So
lie.
now you guys have a free round because the skeletons and monsters are still trying to rise out of the beach.
I'm running over to grab.
In the boat.
Yeah, I'm running over to grab him and tell him, Dima, get in.
And you're at level 2 of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I'm
Get
gonna
in the
hold
boat. I'm gonna grab him. I'm like, damn it, lad.
I don't think I can. I'm really tired.
I'll come over and just, I think instinctively, I'm like, ah! And then I'll pull you in. What is
Demon just
is
lets out,
this?
or Dawn just lets out a high. And then, oh, okay.
I'm gonna
almost instinctively kick you out.
Is it bad?
It's
What do I
bad.
look like?
Why? Why? Just, we'll deal with this
Please
later.
tell me
Give
I
me
still look beautiful.
Just get in the boat.
I'm gonna flop into the boat like a trout.
All right, so you flop into the boat.
Yes.
You gotta land on the boat, and as you land on the boat, you just all of a sudden start to feel relief from the pressure. All right, Splinter, what do you guys? So Dima, you're helping pull her in, or Dawn, sorry. There's
Just get whoever needs to get in. I'll just.
Okay. All right, so you're grabbing Doro.
3
or-
people
yeah.
lying in the bottom of the boat. I guess I'll start rowing.
All right. So roll a athletics check. See if you can start pulling away.
I will help her.
16.
You're an assist, okay?
Yeah.
Roll.
Go for it. You got one, I got the other.
Yes.
Right.
If you succeed, you guys get to go 30 feet.
30-20.
30, 20, so you both succeed. So you push the boat back 30 feet. All right. Calm starts to set in as you just see the monsters start to gather onto the beach. More of a calm sense of relief. However, you see Miranda is unconscious, lying there.
Cure wounds.
Okay. All right. So roll. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 14 on the roll.
All right. So as you start to lay your hands on her and cure wounds, all of a sudden, as the spell is starting to increase, you notice her wound starting to open, and you can see something inside and moving around inside the wound.
Hell no. About to throw everyone off this boat.
Can I reach in and grab it?
Sure you can do that?
We are making good decisions
No,
tonight.
Do I see
I'm
this?
gonna roll a roll against my medicine skill. If I fail, I'm gonna reach in. If I don't,
What counts as a fail? What counts as a pass?
if
The dice.
I
of
love
fate.
this idea. Like,
dice of
The
fate.
dice of fate. I like it.
It's gonna be halvesies. 10 below, 10 above. I'm gonna add my meta.
So 10 below, you reach and grab it. 10
Yeah.
above, you don't.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add my medicine modifier.
bum, bum, bum. Roll of doom.
8 plus. That's a 12. I do not reach it.
Okay. All right, you start to reach for a second, and then you pause, and you're like, you reach and you look over and you see Doro, and you just kind of see him unconscious, and you see him flop, and you see this skeletal monstrosity on her face, and you see Dawn, she's got a wound, and Riker has a wound, and you're like,
What does it look like?
you pause for a moment, realizing that if you take this risk and you die,
Mhm.
they will all most likely die as well. So you stop
Mhm.
and you step back.
And as I felt the cure wounds start to go in, that's when I saw the wound open up.
Yes. So casting Cure Wounds is actually making it worse.
Okay.
Oh.
So, just gonna stop that.
Oh, man.
And then I'm gonna be like, you're okay, and kind of row, because Soulther doesn't know what to do.
We also
Do you
have
have any
this one that
bonus
we could
What?
Do you have a bonus action available for healing word?
I do not have a crutch.
Oh.
so it's like we just need to
He touched my face.
yeah. It's I guess because if he's dying,
Got
that's
killer
what I'm
looks.
thinking we should have.
I don't think I can switch that, and whatever, so.
I didn't see you.
All right.
That's how it is in the
But-
future for sure.
We do all individually have health potions, right?
That's true.
Can't use it if I'm
And
unconscious.
rejuvenation potion.
Yes. I still have both.
Knowing we have a health potion, I'm gonna go over to Doro, grab his, dump it in his.
All right.
But yeah.
At yourself.
All right. You kind of you sit up and you look down at your hand and you can see the fingers just missing. So you have a lingering injury for now. And you just look at your hand, and then you look over at Dima, who's just sitting over there. Barely recognize her face because the skull is just transmutation in and out in between her face.
I'm gonna literally just hold up my hand, and have her face in the gap. I'm like, I'm not sure we should touch it, but I'm not sure we should leave it on you.
I like it.
Yeah, but you look like you're being sucked dry.
No, it feels fine, honestly. Like, it feels really good when I absorbed your fingers. Leave it be for now.
It's not like
absorbed the
sucking your
skeleton.
energy
Did
in
you
any way.
see that? That was so cool.
You're not gonna turn into some big bad evil gal, are you?
But what
I
did
feel like the correct answer is no, but also, like, if I was, I would answer no still.
I mean,
So,
I do have a question. What made that skelly run away from you?
I don't know. I just kind of I put the I put the skull on, and it started fusing to my face. And then it felt very powerful, but it didn't hurt. It was just kind of like a sinus pressure. And then I kind of saw the skeleton, but back when they were not a skeleton, when they were a person again. And then that faded away, and then it ran away. I don't know why.
Fascinating.
But I didn't see any of the others turn into normal human people, so I guess, I don't know. This is new territory for me too.
As for the rest of us, Miranda doesn't seem to be taking kindly to curing medicine, so we need to hope she rides this through.
Maybe
Or
you could
something.
put a skull in her face and have her absorb some fish essence or something.
I would rather not, because we do not know what's happening.
Maybe we could use this skull. Can I take my skull off?
Yeah.
Can I try?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. All right. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Uh-oh.
This is horrifying.
11.
All right. You reach up, and as you grab the skull, you start to pull, and as you feel like the 1,000 fires of the hells and Sheol just start ripping at your face, like it's just pulling away.
You're
Immediately
making it
stop.
worse. You're
Immediately
making
stop.
it worse.
Everything in your mind
Stop.
flashes to a point. You find yourself standing on top of a battlefield that's waging war. There's monsters on all sides, demons ripping away flesh, human armies, elf armies, celestial armies, and you see angels waging war in this massive battle. You look up and you see a huge mountain standing before you, a mountain made of skulls and bone. Massive, bigger than any mountain you've ever seen. You see at the top a dark figure waving some sort of power above, and it flashes back to you. As it flashes back, the skull pops off into your hands. You lose 6 hit points. It pulls off, and your face is now just a little bit scarred
That's fine.
from the indention, and you're holding it in your hand,
Very helpful.
taking a
That's
deep
kinda sexy.
breath from this overwhelming sight that you just saw.
It might feel sexy.
No, I'm
but don't
keeping this.
look.
If you can keep it, but please keep it in the bag.
No, it's fine. I got it.
Please put it in the bag.
Precious.
Created golem.
I would rather you not go that route.
No, I really like it. I'm gonna keep it. Thank you.
Just keep it in the bag for safekeeping. Also, you don't want people to see it.
Where
Okay,
do
you
you
can have a
think I've
bag.
been carrying
Okay.
it?
Just please put
You
it
never
in a
know.
bag. I would rather not see it right now.
I'm not gonna stay up
while
late
they're
at
doing
night
this,
staring deep
I'm
into
gonna
the soul's
whisper
eyes.
to
Okay.
Miranda, try
What
to
if I
cast
find you
heroism
doing
on
that?
her.
It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
Just like whisper, like you are a captain, you are
That's
stronger,
what many
and
men say.
something this weak and
Wouldn't to
this little is
sit
not
around.
capable of taking you down.
Never
You can
saw
rise
me
above
in.
this stand
Well,
and come with us.
I mean, like, it's.
You start whispering these into her ear, and you see her eyes start to flutter. She opens up and she looks at you, and she lays her hand on your face and she goes, "Precious Doro." And she just starts puking, and you're just kind of rolling down your shirt. And you're just like,
I got a question about the vision that I saw. Was it in the first person, or was it like?
yes, it was in first person for you.
Did I get a sense of which side of the battle that I was on?
You were right in the middle.
So don't
So
know
no.
who I was allied with or who I was.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
You were
Dima loves
right
this.
smack in the
Dima is
middle.
very excited for this.
You're right smack in the middle. So you knew that there was war waging between what you believe in your mind from the history that you studied of Fel versus
So it was the past for sure.
it didn't look like the past.
Oh, even more better. Oh, I love this so much.
This thing in Miranda's wound, does that, like, if I make a perception or medicine check or something, does it look like something we can try to, like, dig out with
Go
a
ahead.
knife and,
Give it a
like,
shot.
throw it in the ocean? I don't
Give it
know.
a shot.
Okay. Which skill would you like?
Perception.
Okay. That's good. But, oh. There was almost a 17, and then it rolled to a 2, so it's a 7.
7. All right. As you're kind of looking at the wound and you just see something underneath the surface, just start kind of rolling and wrapping. And Miranda sits up and she sits up and she looks at the wound and she goes, "This is not good. Do you have some bandages, Don?"
Sure. I rip some off my shirt.
Prestidigitation
So we're
to
gonna-
sterilize them.
We're gonna talk about the squirmy worm.
Yes. And she starts kind of putting it in, and you see her all of a sudden her hand just start glowing gold, and it just burns her shoulder. And she just kind of lets out a small but not like amazingly grunt. She just, and then a single tear rolls down her face, and she looks at all of you and she goes, "We don't have lots of time."
Did you fix it or stall it?
I stalled.
Well, that's
Before
good.
too long, it will turn me into one of them.
Well, that's less good.
It's a curse. This is something you would learn about in your final week of training, but obviously, that was cut short. Listen to me. Where we are right now, we are at the very bottom of the crescent Isles. This is Death Lair Island. This is where one of the armies of the Death King were buried. However, there are many warlocks still haunt these lands. The only way to break the curse is to kill the warlock that cursed me.
Yeah, damn it. Of course it is.
However, the bad news is, I can hear him beckoning. The good news is, I know where he is.
How long do you have?
Days. But the next one, the next island, that is where he is. 6 hours. And
You could do your auto roast spell? No?
it won't work.
Okay.
And you may have even less time.
Oh.
For in my vision, I knew why the Death Acolytes were hiding those skulls. They're trying to break in to Sheol. And the only way to do that is to wake up the Dark Watchers. The Dark Watchers are the ones. The moment you put the skull on, you started the clock, and the sense of times are against you, for you will turn into one soon.
Oh.
If we do not break that curse. But there is only one. Only one. And he is on Mid-Death Island. 4 days to the north from here.
Well, we better get going.
What do
was
you
that
guys want to
island
do?
name? It was
Mid-Darath.
Mid-Darath. Mid-Darath.
Now, what's my estimated time?
She doesn't know.
Okay. Well, does using the skull exacerbate the issue?
What do you think?
Probably. I also want to experiment with it more.
No.
I'm so tempted to take it from you.
No, you can't do that.
I'm trying.
It's mine.
Okay. Miranda, I know, like, technically we're still apprentices, whatever you want to call us, but considering the circumstances, you know, you said the amulets and all that stuff, they give us certain abilities. You don't have to slave. Like, is it time to activate those ahead of schedule? I don't know. Like, it's with the time crunch and all of these things, like, we need a boost.
She looks at you. Are you willing to lay down your life?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why we're in the Ravens.
I mean,
Are you willing to sacrifice your family, everything, for the greater good? How about you, Doro?
It means other people's children have futures, and that those children's futures have futures. And yes, I'm willing to sacrifice everything to ensure that the world is.
Splinter.
You already know.
She kind of pauses and sits down for a second. I have never lost a guild member in my 200 years of being a captain. But what I am asking of you today may very well be a suicide mission. I can promise you, not all of us will make it home. Is that a price that you are all willing to pay?
That was the expectation. Okay.
I mean, I'm already cursed, so let's do this.
what matters more than that?
Reckon.
My whole hates me anyway. You gotta get off this island and do something productive for last year and a half I'm in.
You carry the amulet of mythos. Your entire guild was wiped out. you see her kind of all of a sudden just like some black veins kind of for a second and then just recess back. Swear the oath. Repeat after me on your knees.
Grizzly in the boat trying
Trying
to.
to shimmy on my knees.
I swear
I swear.
by the blood of Ravinia
By the blood of Everion,
that I will give my life,
that I will give my life,
my soul,
my soul,
and my heritage
and my heritage
to the call
to the call
of the Ancient One.
of the ancient one.
I swear
I swear
that I will choose good
that I will choose good
over evil,
over evil.
and I swear
I swear
that my brothers and sisters
that my brothers and sisters
are a part of me,
are a part of me,
and no one
no one
will be left behind.
will be left behind.
All of a sudden, she pulls out this amulet from her satchel, and it looks similar to you guys, except for it's glass and it's spinning. And you see her look at it, and in Dwarfish, she starts to sing a song, and it starts to spin and grow crystal blue, and then all of a sudden, a power like a wave just washes over each of you, and you see the arcane markings and sigils on your necklace start to glow blue. You now will never be afraid, and no monster from the abyss may possess your heart.
Also, I don't have to worry about the curse.
No. Unfortunately, I wish the gimlet were that strong. For what you are becoming is not from the abyss, but of man turned evil.
That's not.
King Amasar created the Dark Watchers. And they have pure evil. When you hear the voices come, fight with all of your heart. Hold on to what we spoke of earlier while you are here. Love yourself more than what others love you. And she puts the necklace back in, and she sits down and she goes, head to the next island and go do North Splinter.
Start going.
Alright.
I'll take one side.
Alright.
We're headed
So-
towards the island with the warlock on it, right?
You guys cannot be
Alright.
demon possessed. Alright. Alright, you cannot be demon possessed. You cannot be turned in fear, so fear cannot be cast against you. Okay. And then once per day, per 2 full rest. So I'm sorry, once per 2 full rests, you guys have what's called the Raven's Bond, and that Raven's Bond acts as a full resuscitation if even one member stays alive. So if one member's alive, grabs the amulet and calls upon the Raven's Bond, and it's not been spent, that one person can revive the entire group.
Now.
So you're rolling?
Yeah.
Roll athletics check.
14.
14? Okay. All right, so you kind of start rowing, and you hear off in the distance, you hear the monsters from the shore, you just kind of
Yes.
pedaling away. You see that it's just a strip. It's like a sandbar almost that you guys are on top of with trees. And you guys are you see it just rowing in the distance, and the mist just slowly surrounds you again as you start pedaling into the mist.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hours go by. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Not the horses. That's not good.
All right.
6.
You're you're sitting on the edge, and you're just looking out, thinking of all the possibilities of what could be, what couldn't be, what could you find a fate worse than death, or is this the challenge that you were looking for? And you're just staring, and as you're staring, all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head just say, "Close your eyes."
I close my eyes.
Alright, demon, as soon as you close your eyes, all of a sudden you see flashes. You're in this giant tomb room with torches just lying. Stone slabs with bodies on top of it, writhing as pain as they're cutting out organs and pulling out tongues. You can literally see a man just dressed completely in black. You also see in the back of the room a large, massive figure standing at these two great doors. You notice that it spreads its demonic wings, and you notice that the wings is made of nothing but hands of tortured souls just writhing as it spreads its wings. The stench of death and maggots just fill your nose, perforating every pore in your senses. You snap out and you wake up and you just see the ocean and Misty.
What does Dima look like while she's having this vision? What do we see in the boat as like?
You kind of see her start
Is she
like
just napping,
having.
or is she like convulsing?
She's like having a seizure.
Should we be intervening here?
Oh yeah, well I'm at least gonna grab her so she doesn't like convulse out of the boat.
Okay.
I like the first vision a lot better.
What vision is this?
Visions.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing things now.
What kinds of things?
The first one was cool. I was at the center of a very large battle. And there were like angels and demons and kind of a bunch of horrors beyond imagination. And I was at the center of it on kind of a top, a large pile of bodies, it seemed. And then the second one, I was in this badass room, but the people inside were doing some pretty bad stuff. Like, definitely, like I don't never claim to be a magic person. They were doing some bad magic stuff.
Like ritualistic shit?
Uh-huh. Yeah. They're like cutting up people, and like, there was this really cool, like, demon thing with like wings made
Really
out of
disturbing
the
that you seem to
hands.
admire the great evils that you're witnessing.
It's objectively very cool.
I mean, awesome does have a dual meaning, but like,
And like gore doesn't like bother me anymore. I've been around it my whole life, so it's.
Sounds like you're in
were
there.
you having these visions before?
No, the skull. It's from the skull. Definitely from the skull.
And you wanted to keep wearing it?
Yeah. It gives me cool powers. It makes me feel good.
It was also literally sucking you dry. You were like having an addiction.
No, I felt fine.
You did not look fine. You looked like your body was withering away.
No,
That you
that
would
was your
just like
fingers.
turn
Mine
into one
was
of those
fine.
skeletons themselves.
No, I absorbed the skeleton.
Sounds like experiences either past or future of the Dark Watcher, which you are becoming. You are going to lose yourself to this thing if you do not. You will not be
fine.
Dima
It'll be fine.
if we can't break this curse.
Dima's gonna be
Is
Dima.
what I understand. Your soul will be lost,
I'm-
and you will be the Dark Watcher. Not Dima the Dark Watcher, just
You don't
the
seem
Dark
to have an
Watcher.
understanding. It's not just yourself that's at stake. It's all of our lives. Too.
It'll be fine.
Why? Why will it just be fine?
I mean, because the alternative is too bad to really think about and dwell on.
Well, maybe we should try to alleviate this curse.
Yeah,
We're under
that's
it.
what we're on the
Okay.
way to do right now.
But do we have time to do both?
Well,
They're both north, right? Both
Yeah.
of these islands we need to
Yeah,
get to.
the one to challenge the warlock is just
It's
a few more
1
hours,
hour, yeah.
and then the
For 4
one
days.
to break the curse is like
4 days.
4 days.
Okay.
So which
I'll
one?
be
do you-
fine.
You guys
with
get to
it.
choose. What do you want to do?
I'll be fine for 4 days. It's fine. We'll stop off. We'll make a little stop.
I mean, we
we'll
have
kill
to
the
trust,
warlock.
like, there's, yeah. We gotta save
We wanna
Miranda.
go
We
to
don't
the-
have much choice but
We
to
want to
trust
go
her
to the
for now.
closest one.
They're only
Not
visions,
that one
guys.
back.
It's not anything serious.
We literally just took an oath to be willing to sacrifice anyone. For the
Also to
greater
leave
good.
no one behind. So for now, we're
we'll
not
bring
at
her with
that
us
point.
when we have to.
We gotta save Miranda first, and then
Mhm.
We'll help this one out.
I feel fine, guys.
You have to swear right now. The moment you don't feel fine, you say something.
Yeah, I promise.
We need to define what not feel fine is. We cannot trust Diva to
All right,
come up
Mr.
with that
Lawyer.
criteria.
As they say, the ways evil are padded with velvet lining.
If you hear voices, if you're tempted to do anything remotely evil or mean or rude or that jeopardizes our safety or well-being in any way, you will communicate.
Okay.
Even if, you look very stabbable, Doro. Like, say that before you stab me, please.
Well, that's just a common thought. So I mean, that's
Yeah, that's
I can see that.
that's kind of how I was raised to think. So
all right. Well,
Perhaps we just have regular conversations and check-ins.
yeah,
Just see where we are. See,
I'll let you guys know if I have more visions for sure.
that would be appreciated.
Hopefully they'll
Perhaps-
continue on the same level of pretty awesome.
We will
still
see.
slightly concerning, but
Do we have a
okay.
past history of substance abuse that you need to go to address? Dima.
No, maybe.
You seem to be enjoying these little trips you're going on.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just in a boat.
You're not doing anything yet.
So how do we kill a warlock?
Same way you kill anything else.
Warlocks are typically magical beings in service to some sort of patron or deity
Uh-huh.
or evil demon.
I can.
And normally
Yes,
just
patron.
killing them is typically the best way to sever their connection with their patron.
Right.
Perhaps.
But a strategy.
Yes.
Stab him.
How do we get close enough to stand them, though?
Well, if the range is an issue, you use a bow. It's a long range
Tom
stab.
just
Well-
like, goes to the front and just stares at
Miranda-
the ocean for a minute.
Just rubbing it, just like fire.
Is Miranda conscious?
She's awake.
Well, you said you feel him calling to you, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
I think we have her ticket in the door.
But do we want her near them?
I could wear the skull and get in as
No.
well.
No.
I will take it if you keep suggesting that you use it.
I'm just saying it's a great,
Nope.
it's a great
Well,
tool.
perhaps we could think about this
Fight
the other
it.
way.
I'm
We
already
know
cursed. I'm not gonna get more
Miranda,
cursed.
I
you
don't
know
think
where
that's a
he
true
is 'cause he's
statement.
calling to you.
I think that is the
So
direct
we
opposite.
know where he is.
No, unless
We just
try.
have to be sneaky to get to him.
I mean,
I think he'll know when we get close if he's got some kind of connection with Miranda.
But also,
Would be
he
my
wants
guess.
Miranda to get close. So,
Right.
would he be upset?
I mean,
or, would
we
he be
could say,
on guard?
hey, you left your transforming dwarf thing on the island with us and we just wanted to give it back and maybe you could leave us alone and pretend to go
See,
away
this
and
is
then,
where
haha, surprise
wearing,
attack.
Wearing the skull comes in handy again, because I could sneak in with her.
As these plans are going on, Smutter just kind of watches Miranda's face to see how she's reacting to the different plans of if she's too exhausted to really respond, or if she's just giving side smirks of my goodness, they're stupid.
It goes from a lot of
Anytime I see it, it's the latter.
it's like a lot of in between stuff. But
Yeah.
she looks over at you and she goes, Splinter, just trying to let you guys choose our fate for once. As you can see, I'm having problems, and she holds up her hand, and you notice that the one side of her right hand is just completely black now.
Yeah.
This I'm actually very good at the whole espionage thing, so I could sneak in with her.
Wait, also, not to detract again. Did we ever establish what Riker was doing on the island?
Surviving.
Well, why the guild was there? I don't
Don
remember
just turns
seeing-
around and is like, wait a minute, why are you here?
They all got killed, but why were you on this island? What was the objective? Did you get shipwrecked? Were you there for a reason? What was going on?
Alright, hold on. Let's pause. First off, we were in the middle of planning. We can't really come up with a plan without any intel, so when we get to the island, we'll scope it out, come up with a plan. In the meantime, what's your deal?
That's what I'm just cast.
Yeah.
This is what I was doing.
First off, she mentioned you would complete your training. Are you not first generation Ravens yet?
First generation.
Do we count now? Are we not? We got the fancy amulet now.
I think we can vote.
Splinter just kind of turns to Miranda and goes, what is this terminology?
Oh yeah, they've been sending out a lot of recruits.
She grabs her shoulders. She goes,
Yeah.
You are all initiates for the first generation. Riker, it seems, even based on his rankings on his shoulders, at one time maybe was third generation. It seems to depreciate it.
That's a bit harsh. She's right.
Look, I'm sure you learned plenty of survival skills while you were surviving on the island.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It was Corvus, your captain.
Is that one of the bodies we have, or?
No.
Yeah.
Corvus and his guild disappeared 2 years ago. You were hunting the warlocks, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were hunting warlocks.
You are hunting warlocks again.
That's was my mission.
Yeah.
It's still my mission.
Well, let's do it.
Well, it seems you've had more.
She holds out her hand
experience.
to you and she goes, give me your hand. And as soon as you just feel this light power lash onto you, and she kind of shoots back into her, and she just, her eyes are rolling, and she lets go, so takes a breath. My poor child.
You really gotta stop doing that. It doesn't seem to be good for your health. That was before this.
We go to the island. It was your captain who killed you again, wasn't it? Corvus was turned just like me.
Oh, lovely.
You go to kill your own captain, for he is the one that cursed me.
Finish the mission.
So you're not turning into a zombie, you're turning into some kind of weird warlock guy.
A shadow
Yeah.
warlock from Shield.
I believe she was turning into that door from the beach.
They were banished over a millennia ago. They were locked up on the desert islands. The fact that they were in a sandbar could only mean one thing. You broke the seal, didn't you?
Might have.
Corvus, you fool.
Okay, we've all done silly things. I put a spell on.
No. And she kind of passes out.
What seal?
I don't want to press too harsh, but
No,
Since you had-
I want to press harshly.
He starts pushing her shoulder.
yes, since you have more experience and perhaps more history that may help us understand better our predicament, would you kindly indulge us in letting us know what your mission was and how that ended? I know Miranda said something about a seal, but we lowly initiated, so as we are, don't have such magic like thingies to immediately tell your story in an instant. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way and talk.
Yes, well, as was said, my guild was assigned to this area to hunt down warlocks and the undead and find out what's going on. A seal got broke. That's unfortunately about all I can remember. When she said I was third, fourth generation.
God,
I was
broke,
actually-
she implied that you broke it.
Captain broke it. And I was a more experienced individual, but something happened in my past. I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't have my talents that I used to have. I'm actually 65 years old.
For looking so young, amazing.
It's impressive you survived on that island for 2 years.
That's ranger training will do that.
You remind me of a certain ranger of the north. They got it before you.
Where are we going with this?
And I was just gonna leave it at that.
So as far as all the details, a lot has happened on that island. Some of it magical, some of it a little too much time in the sun.
So you said your captain, your captain had been turned against him, correct? When? As soon as they stepped on the island? Beforehand?
We were in battle. Those things that we fought, we fought those every day. I fought those every day. Running, hiding, fighting when I can, swimming out in 10 feet of water, swimming back in, hoping not to get ripped over by the undertide.
Did a good job.
Just jumping from one shit show to the other, aren't you? Welcome to ours.
I have a feeling that's what this job is.
That's fair.
Yes.
Technically, that's what life is.
I mean, it's better than sitting on a farm doing nothing, so.
Speaking of such, I need to use the back. Someone row.
Don looks real tempted to jump overboard at this point. I'm gonna take the oar.
I'll pick up rope.
And Splinter's just gonna like jump in the back and kind of hold on and be there for a moment. And then get back in the ship.
There you go.
Where's Miranda's raven?
Oh yeah.
Good question. Roll perception check.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, that's 5.
Alright, you just kind of look around. Doesn't see. Another 2 hours pass. Roll Constitution saving throw.
So I was like, if it's happening every 2 hours.
5.
You kind of hear them talking, and all of a sudden it's like everything turns into like a distant echo. Like you're in this large tunnel, and you see them talking, but it's like and you're just kind of you're looking at Dawn pointing at Doro and like no, and like Doro's like why, and you know you see Splinter kind of hanging off the back of the boat, just you know, and so like you start to stumble a little bit. And you hit the ground. As you hit the ground, you wake up and you find yourself in a field of wheat, just swaying
This is nice.
back and forth.
I'm a gladiator. Okay.
And you see someone coming up in the distance, moving towards you.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Walk towards the person coming towards me.
She's doing it again.
So as you start walking, you can feel the wheat hitting your hands as you're walking down. And all of a sudden you smell lavender as the field goes from wheat to lavender. And as this person starts, you see a gorgeous woman walking towards you in a black veiled dress. And she starts to walk up to you and she holds her hand up. You notice a single gold ring on her right hand. And she looks at you and she goes, Dima, you've been chosen.
Yay.
I can help you. I can help your captain. All you have to do is wear the mask. It will save your life.
Oh, okay.
Don't believe the stories you were told about us. We just want the world to be free.
About us?
About us. And she kind of waves her hand back, and all of a sudden you just see this, like the picturesque blue sky just kind of fades for a second, like a painting just being brushed, and all of a sudden you just see an army of blackly clamped metal armor, hoods, dark red eyes on nightmare horses just. And she goes, the Dark Watchers. All we ever wanted was to be free. Free to have our own choice. Free to choose our own destiny. all you have to do is put on the mask. And as soon as she says that, you wake up and you see Dora looking over you. He's kind of writing because you're having seizures.
So I was gonna say, well, like, if we see that happening, I want to try to, like,
Shake her.
take the skull from her bag and replace it with something, like, I
We'll
have,
see
like,
if
a
you can do it.
sunstone and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to get this off her because I don't know if it's
Roll sleight of hand.
making it worse
Like
or
perception
not.
opposed, or...
Yes.
While you're having a seizure, so...
I'm gonna help you, so you do have advantage.
Okay. No. Okay. 16 plus 2, 18.
13.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're gonna reach in the bag and you're gonna grab the skull?
I am wrapping my hand with something.
Here. Are you sure you want to do this?
Well,
She's
I-
not
because
wearing
it's
it.
like,
It
it's
shouldn't
so-
hurt you. Like, I think it'll work. I think it'll be fine. I've got you. I can help you.
As he's waving
Like,
his 3-finger hand in your face.
I know, I'm like, now question.
Look.
Okay, well, how about... Okay, so I'll start to do it. I'll see his fingers and think, I'm gonna just trade bags with her. If I have a pouch, then I'm just gonna, like, put that pouch on her, and I'm gonna put the pouch on my...
Okay.
on me and see if she notices when she wears
You
it.
notice the demon's shaking, and you reach over and you grab the bag and you put your satchel kind of over the top, because you guys have all the same satchels. They're uniform satchels based off of the guild. And you kind of put the satchel over the top, and you kind of turn and you start to walk away. All of a sudden, you're jerked back. And you land right on top of
Oh, okay.
Dima, and you wake up as that happens.
That didn't work. Shit. Okay, well, I guess this thing is up to you now. I'm tired again.
Welcome back. How's your nap?
Good. I feel terrible. I got a splitting headache.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
16.
16, you notice that she stole the skull from you.
Hey, what are you...
It was worth a shot. Take it
Roll
back.
a charisma saving
Oh,
throw.
16.
16. All right, you get angry. Like you can tell you're mad, but you hold it in. So the rage doesn't consume, but you can feel the anger because she took it from you.
Hey, give that back. Look, we've been over this. I said if I'm feeling anything, I'll tell you guys.
Right, and then you had another seizure.
And I told you guys.
Right. I'm not. Look.
Did you just have another seizure? Because you haven't actually told us yet. You just said your nap was good, but you have a splitting headache.
Yeah, that was a seizure. That's why I have a splitting
did
headache.
you have a vision?
Yeah.
Oh, what
This
was the
is what-
vision of?
Just some more battle stuff.
I wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
test this and see what happened. I'm literally, I swear to you, I'm gonna try to walk to the other side of the boat and see if it yanks me back again, and then I will
Okay.
return it to you because it's clearly.
Okay.
I
Please
don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make,
Please don't.
but I just want to
You
see.
could also just hand it to me.
I just want to see what it's gonna do.
But don't touch it, obviously.
No, it's just in the bag.
I don't want your fingers.
Well, that's just rude. I'm gonna try to take some steps away
It's
and see
not-
if I get.
You need them more than I do, okay? I have all of mine still.
So I'm just gonna try to take some steps away and just see if like I feel a tension or if it's like if it's gonna pull me back to her. Pull
Okay.
the
So
skull
as
back.
you start to walk slowly, you
Okay, I'll
hear,
walk.
you feel the
back.
vibration.
Can I have my skull back now?
Yeah, we don't have a choice it seems. So hey, I'll trade you for my pouch that I put on your wrist. Hey.
I didn't know what's in there first. I don't know what's working.
What are these tools, glass blowing tools. Alright, well, we can't take it from her. It was worth the shot. See what would happen. So what was your vision?
More
Just
battle
more
stuff
battle
about
stuff.
like more unspeakable horrors.
Hmm.
Was it the cool place? Cool room?
No, it wasn't the cool room. It was like the battle scene again. With the angels and the demons and stuff. And like piles of dead bodies.
Is there anything, like, after these seizures happen, like, does she look different? Does she have...
She definitely looks more tired.
Okay.
So as
So
time goes
maybe-
on, it's like slowly degrading away at her life force a little bit.
Right.
Like she's losing her energy.
Mhm. If this is happening every 2 hours and we're already seeing it on you, I'm concerned. Not that we can do a lot because we have to row for 4 days anyways. But I just wanted to put it out there. I do wonder if we should try to like not tie you up, but like just around the waist to like a bench, so that if you have a seizure, you don't fall out into the ocean.
I'm a very good swimmer.
Yes, but if you're having a seizure, I just
Not to hold you in, but in my medical experience, people who have seizures don't usually retain their faculties. We don't want you to drown.
like you might be able to catch up after, but
I get that. Also, though, this all kind of needs me, so I don't think it's going to try to kill me.
As we
I'm not
get
gonna
close,
swallow
I'm
my
just
tongue.
gonna look and go,
Thank you.
Miranda, is that Mount Sorrow?
What is Mount Sorrow, my dear?
or
Isn't that where the Golgoroth was imprisoned?
Oh. No. Golgoroths are quite bigger. That is just a volcano.
No. As long as it doesn't blow up, then we've got nothing to worry about.
Alright, you guys, as you approach, you two are kind of like almost bickering, but not really bickering. Like the boat, you can, Splinter, you're looking, and Riker, you see, you're pulling up, you just see the island, and you immediately recognize it.
Miranda, since I understand you can hear him calling to you, can you place him on this island? Is he on the far side? Is he near us? Is he on the left or
She
the
literally
right?
just points to the top of this. It's like a small volcano. It's not like a massive one.
Yeah.
of course is up
She just points
Why
there.
volcano?
I could have told you that.
Figures.
Everybody up for a hike?
Let's
You
do it.
guys wait here. I'm gonna check it out.
I don't think anybody should go on a hike, so.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, look how well did that work out for you last time.
Okay, wow.
I'm still here.
Are we gonna do the whole beware the skull?
Let's
take
all
Miranda up?
come
I
back
was thinking
together.
if everyone else is
Raka,
then consider it.
maybe
Everyone else is dying.
would
That
you
makes me feel
be
bad.
so obliged to
Maybe.
take one of us with you so that one of us may see your expertise in action so that we can all be
Other than
trained?
the
I
whole-
what?
Her hair. is on
Perhaps
fire.
take fiery
Dawn.
one. Dawn.
I second the motion. She's very useful, very dexterous. She won't slow you down.
Just
in
gets
any
a
way.
little bit like.
And we'll make sure Dima doesn't do anything stupid.
Perhaps
Why
we
should
can
it?
just make an encampment here that we can either
I mean, I'm
gather
feeling
or
pretty
quickly
refreshed
leave.
and energized. Like, I'm ready to go. I don't.
Stay at the shore. We'll be back.
Riker, before we go, you knowing your captain and having hunted warlocks, what do you know about, like, how they fight their spells, XYZ, like anything useful? I know we're also scouting, but just information about him or the warlocks in general.
Well, I mean, as far as
Okay.
magic goes, they basically just do weird shit. Like, magic is kind of weird in and of itself, but like, warlocks are weird for magic people. Like,
Okay. No specific. Okay. Well, let's go climb a volcano.
So, as Riker and Dawn go, gonna at least get this ship or our small boat
I
up
will
onto the
attempt
shore
to help.
and at least make a comfortable area for Miranda.
All right, which way are you going here?
Probably right up here.
Okay.
It seems like we could
All right.
pull out really quickly.
Stay ready for quick deployment if needed.
But
Okay.
yeah, gonna situate Miranda more comfortably in the boat. Maybe take a satchel or two to like prop her up, and then
Give her some water.
yeah,
Okay.
get some water going, just so that she's drinking, we're all drinking as well.
Okay. All right. Dina, what are you doing?
I'm staying with Miranda, I suppose. Curse buddies.
First buddies. Okay. All right. Zoro, you're hanging out on the boat, right?
Definitely not in the boat, but next to it.
Okay.
So this is your first time being cursed?
Huh?
So this is your first time being cursed?
And she just starts laughing. She goes, "Oh, don't make me laugh, dear."
Yeah, me too.
John and Riker, you find yourself staring on this small beach shore, this small island. Looking up, you can see a volcano which just has one single peak, rises up maybe 50 feet. It's not tall, but it is smoking. So you know that the volcano is active. You see lush vegetation, and you can hear the sounds of animals chirping and creaking and cawing in the background. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
I'm not leading. I am a city kid. I will follow you.
Okay.
We'll go up the path. We're looking for.
I'll just stay here with
Just
the
don't look cute.
Alright,
See her.
tracks.
Alright, so you
That's a good point.
roll your stealth check first.
I rolled bad.
22.
Nice. Alright, so you're hidden.
Okay.
I rolled a big 8.
You move up a little bit, all of a sudden you hear behind you. Turn around.
Sorry.
See Don like.
Yeah, I'm like,
Alright.
city kid.
Alright, where are you going to go? Yeah, 30 feet.
Go up to here.
Okay. As you start making your way through the brush, you come up to a very small shack. You can see that it's old and decrepit. It hasn't been used in a very, very long time. The windows are all broken in. However, the doors are still there and standing. You see holes inside the roof. And you notice there's algae and mildew growing on the wood on the outside. Push it back around. Alright, so Dawn moves up.
I'm going to relay to her what I see.
Okay.
So I'm going to peer in the window.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Alright, so you creep up to the windowsill and you kind of just start peering your eye around and roll a perception check.
Perception. 12.
You peer into this 8x16 shack. You notice that there are 3 beds inside with 3 skeletons lying in the beds. You notice that there's multiple cobwebs covering the skeletons, so these have not been disturbed in years. Then all of a sudden you come to the sudden realization you've never seen this shack before.
Relay to her what I see. I don't remember this.
I can burn it down. Well, maybe not right at this moment, but in general. But I think we should not open the doors. The doors are the only thing that are like not old and broke. Seems like some kind of weird magic shit.
Star Wars scroll. Back to the boat. Alright.
I'm doing laundry. I'm washing the throw up off all my clothes as much as I can.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, 13.
Alright. So as you're kind of washing, all of a sudden you hear. You turn around and see Miranda's lying on the back, and she's just starting to get real pale in the face. And you notice that the black lines from the veins are starting to grow on her face, but not retracting this time.
Hey, Curse Buddy. How you doing? Hanging in there?
Splinter! Splinter! Splinter!
It's gonna be okay.
He's already staying over her. Can I tell how much this has progressed? And if I can tell how much it's progressed, I know it's kind of been about 4 hours. Can I tell how much longer does she have?
Based off of what you've tracked for the progression,
Yeah.
roll a medicine check.
That is 6.
If you were a gambling man, you would say that it's at least 50% through.
Just hang on a little while longer, hon. You can't go yet. We're the Curse Buddies, okay? If you die, then it's just gonna be me alone. I can't be a cursed buddy by myself.
She just kind of puts her head down back on the board and then closes her eyes like she's attempting to try to sleep.
Soulther,
Can I wrap up
what
my
does it look
cloak
like? What do you
and,
think?
like, give it to her as
She's about half gone.
Okay. All right. Roll up.
I think we have.
And she
I don't.
just taps you on the shoulder as like a thank you.
It's
I
all
don't
in-
trust my calculations, but it feels like we have 4 hours left. Perhaps less. I don't know. We didn't say how long they're going to be gone. They're left.
Guys, we need to do something like ASAP.
Yes.
Can I just like a wild plan? So
Please spitball, but do not act upon it just yet.
okay. We need to kill this warlock ASAP, right? And we have a thing that can one-hit kill undead creatures specifically that we know of.
And that would be?
The skull.
As soon as you say that, all of a sudden you hear it. Yes. Lord Leon. You hear it. No one else does.
So what I'm thinking is we like get the warlock to come out. I'll do my sneaky thing and come up from behind and try to kill him as fast as possible.
I think that's a great idea for undead things, but at least in some of the training we've had, warlocks are not always undead.
Yeah, but we know he is because he got stabbed and then he like got all necrotic and corrupted. Just like Miranda.
But that's a spawn.
He's a former first buddy.
Warlocks are not necessarily undead.
But it's his captain, and his captain got turned the same way that Miranda's being turned now. So we know he's like necrotic in some way. We know that the skull can just one hit a skeleton at least. So like,
I do not trust this plan, but
we don't really have a lot
too
of
desperate
time.
for a plan. We must take action.
then what do you suggest?
If we're up and go and make as much noise as we can.
And I'll come up from behind and for the warlock.
We need to get Riker and Dawn's attention. We do not necessarily know exactly where they are. The only way we can do that is book it and make as much noise as we can.
I do not. I think this is the best course of action, but it is a course of action, and perhaps now is the time for action. But maybe I can offer a slight modification. Let's maybe tread stealthily for a little bit and see if we can come upon them.
I think we can only do stealth or speed.
I think we go stealth. We are not.
Are we leaving anyone here to watch over Miranda?
We're bringing Miranda.
Okay. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but okay.
I don't necessarily think leaving her in the only boat, if somehow we fail and she turns and can then sabotage the boat, or take it to go someplace else is
Yeah, if we
the
fail,
wisest
we're gonna
idea.
be dead because the warlock will still be alive and kill us.
Maybe. Or maybe we were just took too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather us be able to be the ones to
Well,
end
let's,
her if we
let's
need
go
to.
now so we can make it not take too long.
Then let's bring the boat more ashore.
Mm-hmm.
We'll carry her and follow where we know Riker and Dawn have gone.
Do we know where they have gone?
Star Wars scroll.
Always.
All right. You're still peering through the window, and you can hear Dawn's footsteps coming up from behind you. You turn around, you see her. She's
Do we want to try to draw this warlock out rather than facing him in a volcano where maybe he has advantage? Because if so, again, can burn down the building, potentially. Maybe it'll draw him out and we can face him here instead of on his own turf. I mean, it's all kind of his own turf.
I'm not opposed.
I don't know what'll happen with these skeletons if I light this thing on fire, but I think we're gonna have to deal with them at some point either way, most likely.
Then again, maybe not. I don't know. They're still covered in cobwebs. They haven't moved,
True.
but it's still food.
Yes.
But I'm not opposed.
You want to look, or what do you want to do?
Do you want to go in or go by and
Just
or you want to go back and tell our friends? I'll get into position.
if we do go in, but we go in through a broken window or something, and not through the weirdly perfect doors. Still seems like a magical trap. I don't know anything about magic, but like if something's out of place.
That's a trap.
Can I also like peek in and see if I notice anything that, or maybe like go around to a different angle?
Sure. Which way do you want to go?
I'll go kind of to like wherever I can look more directly at the beds.
Okay.
Where there's a spot
All
closer
right.
or something. Okay.
Yeah, roll perception.
Alright, we're pretty decent at this. It was 19.
Call that pretty decent.
So you kind of peer into the window and you see on this side, you can see the three beds lined up.
Mm-hmm.
As you're glaring, you notice that there are raven sigils on their arms. And you also notice in the front of the bed in the middle, there's a chest.
I scurry back around excitedly. So they might not be bad. They have raven sigils, and also there's a chest. Does this change our approach? Grant, they still might be thralls of the Boylock guy, but they're also ravens.
I think they're the guy who's honestly in the chest.
Do we get the others and then go in case they do come alive?
Go get you. I'll stay.
Okay. Take off the others.
Service roll. All right. So, where'd you guys pull? Where did you move Splinter to a different part?
I think we would have tried to move the boat to the
I
closest
think
tree.
we would have probably
I
moved
want to
it
know
up.
what's in the chest.
All right. So, which direction are you guys wanting to go to make your noise? So, this hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I would just go in the generic direction that they went into the
Yeah,
trees.
so they went
Okay.
in,
You're in the same direction.
kind of go the same direction.
Okay. All right. So you're going to attempt to carry Miranda.
Yeah. Will probably be a strength check, probably.
Yep.
Yeah. 16.
All right, you hoof her on the shoulder, and
Mhm.
she's just kind of dangling there.
Yeah. Probably not super fast, but
As you guys start to approach, you see Don come running through the.
My hair's on fire again.
Yeah.
Hey. Yo.
we don't have much time.
It's okay, we found cool stuff. Well, maybe. There's a weird shack, dead ravens, but also a chest. We want to open it. But we thought we would get y'all in case the skeletons in there come alive.
Great. Let's go.
Okay.
should focus up on the goal of this mission.
Well, okay, my thought with the chest is potentially there's things to help us against, because these were ravens. So if they were here hunting warlocks, potentially.
And the warlock who lives on this island has just left.
Yeah, there's also maybe some weird magic traps, but just come look at it. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
we
it's
followed
fine.
on.
Okay. All right. So you guys get back, and you see this dilapidated shack.
Well, I'm gonna be curious about the condition of the doors and see if I can detect any magic.
All right.
No one opened the doors.
So are you gonna cast detect magic?
No.
Or are you gonna do
I'm
Arcana?
just an Arcana check.
All right. Roll your Arcana.
18.
18. So as you're kind of studying the doors, you notice that there are multiple raven sigils, including sigils for each of the 8 guilds of the ravens. You notice that the doors are made of pristine gold and untouched by the algae, the decay, and everything. You decipher the sigils and realize that this is a guard post for this island.
Well, Don, this is like a seal of some sort of protection, and this is a guard post for the Ravens Guild. So I don't know necessarily what would have tripped it, but your instincts were right. Although I think either like by touching our amulets on the door or some sort of bond with the Raven Guild, we should be immune to any sort of repercussions. That's just a bit of a guess.
Do you want to wake Miranda and ask her?
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take my amulet, I'm gonna put it on the door, and I'm gonna try to open the door.
Alright. You see, he just nothing happens.
The door stays locked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, at least we tried.
Can I try to stick a finger through one of the windows, the broken windows,
Yep.
just in case
So
it zaps me?
You feel like you put it down, and it looks like it's open space, but you're just kind of touching it, and you just kind of feel the pressure.
Can I grab Miranda's amulet?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see if that makes a difference.
So as you reach to grab Miranda's amulet, all of a sudden you hear "Ah!" and Cedric flies down and he lands on your hand and kind of snaps your finger.
But she can't. We got it. There.
And he's like,
Will it open this?
What do we
and he looks over at the door and then he looks at you. And he hops down and he walks over the door. Just
That's a cool ass raven. Alright.
the door opens
Thanks, buddy. You wanna hop on?
and he just.
I am also
Bye-bye.
gonna give Splinter my rejuvenation potion because I don't know when I will ever have need of it, and I'd rather our healer have extra.
Alright.
Side notes.
Extra rejuvenation potion.
I don't have spells, so.
Dawn, go in, and I like push her in.
You're kind of standing there, just kind of yip-yapping, and all of a sudden you just feel the door push you. You kind of stumble through the doors. As you stumble into the door, it's musty smelling and very dusty, but you still smell a strong hint of cinnamon in the air, as if incense is still in the room somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to that chest first off because
Okay.
I don't trust that something's not about to come attack us.
Okay.
I'm gonna look. Does it look? I don't know. Now I'm scared of everything.
Is that a mimic?
No, because it's probably locked. I don't know if it has any magic on it, so I'm gonna call Dora and be like, "Hey, is this thing gonna
I'm
booby
gonna
trap me?"
It's
Take
a
Miranda
chest.
into the guard
Well, it's
post.
a raven's chest.
As she crosses the barrier, does anything happen to her? No.
I'm gonna just try to open the chest.
Alright.
Okay. All right. Dora just reaches down and he looks at both his hands. Looks at the bad one, looks at the good one. It creaks open.
Okay.
What's inside?
You see something wrapped and bound in cloth.
No, that seems sketch. Open
It's
it.
like,
Sure.
Carefully
I'm
peel
gonna,
the layers
I'm
back.
gonna just knock off the covering without trying to pick up the thing. And yes, I'm sure.
Another spell, another spell, another spell.
inside, as you open it up, you see that there are two bracers inside the chest. You notice that the bracers fit someone of martial and agile strengths, not any magic users.
Hey, pick him up.
Alright, Don picks him up. Alright.
They don't really go with your outfit. I'm not really sure you should have them.
You roll Arcana if you want to attempt to see what they are.
Oh, sure.
They look like they fit you.
I will assist.
I kind of want him. That's a 19 plus 0. 19.
Sweet.
Is there like a bed type object that I can put Miranda down in?
Yes, there's an actual another bed in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fling one of the skeletons off.
Wow, that's disrespectful.
He's walking over to the empty bed and all of a sudden
What are you doing?
I keep going to the empty bed and gonna try to put Miranda down.
Katie, I just sent you a text.
Oh. Where's my phone?
You're pretty.
So everybody in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was just standing guard until everybody got in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll plop down on my bed.
One thing Splinter's going to be looking for to see if being in the hut is somewhat slowing the degradation. Might not see anything, but he's just occasionally going to keep looking at the black lines on Miranda's
Roll a
hand.
medical check.
That's an 8.
Look good though.
And you kind of just sit on the bed and
Okay.
you notice that she's not
Like a sudden burst,
gasping
and it just
for air,
goes-
Yeah.
and she seems to be a little bit more at peace, but you can still see the black lines.
Yeah.
Not.
She seems to be better. I think this place might have brought Miranda sometime.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, this seems as good and safe a place as any to leave her while we go try to deal with whatever. We can move faster without her.
Yes, I do agree.
And we have a general directional idea, and if we can get to the top of the mountain, we can have better visibility on the area and pinpoint more exactly where we need to go.
Let's do it.
They're not going to be exactly subtle about their presence here.
Can I also try to like pick up some kind of debris or something? Just like try to check it out the window. I want to see if things can go out.
All right. So you pick it up, you check. It's not a pebble, just out the window.
Potentially a defensible place. Should it come to that? If there's any, I don't know if these wards are strong enough, but if we can attack out and maybe get some defense in, should we need to retreat here?
A good option, perhaps. If things go
Awry.
slightly bad, we retreat. Yeah.
I'm fine with that, but I think we should go now.
Do I recognize the raven emblems of which real?
Roll a history
So
check.
we get to check bodies.
16.
16. So as you're looking over the sigils, you start pulling off the amulets to each of the raven. As you pop it, you realize these are Rose Guild members. And for Rose Guild members to be put at a guard post on an island away from the city of Winter Mist means something very important about this island.
I share that with him.
I want to know, not that we know this, but my thoughts are why did they never leave here, this protective place, or did someone bring their bodies because they were under some kind of curse and leave them here to keep the curse from?
You can
I
ask
don't
the
know,
warlock
just
after we
curious.
kill him.
Just thoughts to put out into the world.
If I had a sanctuary like this back in the other island.
If we wait for 30
check
minutes, I
them
can
real
assume to
quick
be
for, like any note or any type of message that I can take.
Some
Roll d20.
16.
16. All right. You notice that in the satchel of one, most of them all have like empty vials of potion, healing potion, rejuvenation potion, the standard kit a raven would carry. But you notice in one there is a scroll that's there. You notice that the scroll is bound with the royal symbol on it.
Wax seal or
I don't know. No, I mean, are you trying to open it?
yeah, as far as obviously if I open it and read it.
So as you try to pry it open, it won't open. And every time you just feel this energy force. As you try to open it, it won't do it.
There's a captain wait.
No.
try bird again.
What's the bird's name?
It needs to be opened by a Rose Guild member.
I take one of their emblems.
Do they have to be alive?
Probably. I'll find out. I'll take one of their emblems and put it on the.
Nothing happens.
Take that with me.
All right.
I'm gonna take their emblems.
All right. You guys all start to step outside of the shack. As soon as you step outside of the shack, someone steps out of the forest. And he looks at you and goes, and you just hear you. Oh, Riker. So you've returned. Well, I see. Our plan worked, did it? I see that you brought more to sacrifice. Well done.